Does the mic pick up on the chair farts?
That's how we're going to open the episode.
It won't.
I'm going to make sure. I'm going to add in the sound effects regardless.
Good. I'll get it close to the chair.
Yeah, we're going to get some mad.
I think we can just, like, put the oysters right on there.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do?
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. What?
A little sheet of foil wouldn't hurt, but it's up to you. It's your grill. I know this was a big man purchase of yours.
Say that again?
a big man purchase.
Big man purchase.
So how do you feel about the oyster drip going down into it?
Drip, drip.
Okay.
Came through dripping.
It is going to come through dripping. That's for sure.
We should probably do some station identification. How are you? It's Alec Flynn. This is Big Al's Grill ASMR. I am he. This is my guest today.
Hello.
OJ?
Yeah.
We're going by OJ?
We're going by OJ now, yeah. Those are my real government initials.
Yeah.
And keeping the last name of the stage name Stellar, so we're OJ Stellar now. Guys,
finding out the real name is going to be 2 free tickets to my shows coming up in... No, we're not. Do you want me to cut that?
Scary.
Yeah, it's scary.
Speaking of spooky.
Do you want a beverage?
Yes.
Okay, let's get you all set up. What are we doing today, by the way? We're doing oysters?
Yeah, should I give them a little backstory?
Give them a backstory, please, because I'm excited.
All right. So I used to professionally shuck oysters, okay, in Portland, Maine, which is the mecca of oysters, some may say. I would say. And, you know, one thing about me is I love a male-dominated field where I can just go quickly climb the ladder and become better than all the dudes around who are just shucking aggressively. Do it faster, cleaner, and more efficiently, and sexier.
Sexier, frankly.
Frankly.
Everyone's been saying to me, what does the shellfish industry need? And I said, sex appeal.
Yeah.
I said efficiency first and foremost, of course.
That is true. So...
And secondly was, of course, sex appeal.
Yeah.
Cheers, babe.
Wow. We have
feels good after a long day's work.
Yeah, you had a long day.
I did have a long day. I've been having a couple long days.
What makes them long besides?
I think just working at the gym. As you guys know, I work at this rock climbing gym, and I just deal with like absolute like
buffoons. Not
buffoons. They're kind of like the what do I describe them as like human beings? There's something
Flounders.
off. What?
Flounders.
Flounders, they're kind of nipples a little bit.
Oh, that sounds like a good thing.
No, they're kind of nipples. You know, it's like there's a tool and there's a nipple. Like a tool is you know what I'm saying? I think there's a big difference between tool and nipple. A tool is somebody like I could be considered like a tool if I was like, hey, what's up? You know, like if I...
And now give me a nipple impression.
A nipple's like, yeah, hi, how are you? It's like, you could also say he's in the same genus as like geek.
Okay.
Or dweeb.
And we don't like that.
It's just like annoying. I like most geeks and dweebs.
Right.
I respect their brain power, of course, but but I just sometimes dealing with them is very tough. Like we had some guy came in today and I was like, hey, how you doing? He just goes, gave me the big hand, and I was like,
a high five?
No, just a hand.
Oh, like a stop?
No, not like a stop, like a hi, just like I'm going in.
Oh.
Not even like an eye contact. So you know what I did? I waited for him to get to the... So we have like stadium turnstiles that you have to go through to get in. Waited for him to get to the turnstile, and he just went, like, hit the turnstile, and I went, oh, my bad. Clicked him in.
Wow. So he thinks he's a legend of the club.
Yeah, little did he know he came... I'm the troll toll. I mean, I'm I'm the bridge troll. You gotta pay... You gotta pay the toll to get my hole.
Wow. And he got in, I guess.
They all eventually do.
Wow.
All right, so why don't you show me how to shuck? Because I think we're ready to go almost with this grill.
Okay.
I don't want to waste too much propane.
All right, folks. So one thing about me, not to repeat myself.
She's literally going no gloves. Usually people wear the medieval chainmail hand.
Yeah, that's for flounders.
She's told us that that's for pussies.
For taints, actually. I've rebranded pussy.
You've revamped it?
Because pussies are the strongest thing on this planet.
Not for nipples, but for spoons. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I get what you mean.
Okay, so to shuck an oyster, folks, you're going to want to put the knife right in the hole at the end here. At the mouth is what they call it. You're going to want to put this in here, wiggle it around so you feel the entry point, and then put a little bit of pressure, like downward pressure. Once you feel like you're in, you're going to do a little twist of the knife. It pops open. You're going to cut the top adductor muscle like that. Slice it off real clean. You don't want to be breaking any of the muscle. If you do, it's okay. And then you want to go down with the knife down into the shell and slice the bottom adductor clean off. You know, you never want to be slurping and then you got to like pull the meat off with your teeth. Nobody wants that.
Yeah, you never want to be slurping.
You do want to be slurping.
Oh, yeah, you do want to be slurping.
And then you slurp it. These are pretty good. These ones are for Canada. In my opinion, best oysters on the planet come from Maine.
Should we take these off the grill?
Yeah.
Okay. So I decided to put some oysters on the grill, which has never been done before, ever. I just drank the juice, and that was hot as fuck.
What did you do?
I don't know.
We're learning here. Okay. Yeah, those look done. The next ones that we put on there, we could add.
Ooh, this is like a steamer.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is unbelievable.
It's good?
That's so good.
This is a grilled oyster, folks. Okay.
Folks, it doesn't get any better than this.
Was it really hot? It's gotta be hot.
No, it's perfect. Honestly, it's perfect. If you guys don't know, OJ has a wonderful podcast called Onlineforever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, I have a wonderfully successful podcast thanks to amazing fans with my friend Sydney Summers.
I've heard you guys make sure to press record before your podcast starts, which is kind of a bold move. I mean, I don't really.
If it was up to us, we would have half the episodes we have today because we probably wouldn't press the button correctly. We have like a producer and stuff like that because we just can't be trusted to do it ourselves.
I can't do dick.
But we did our first live show in New York. Shout out to Ray's Bar. You know who you are. Sold that out, not gonna lie. It was only 40 tickets, but how'd that one go?
Good.
Really good.
Oh, it's good.
Honestly, you guys missed the first round, but the first oyster that he shot, incredibly well done. Some of the best I've seen, and I've trained many men. Trained many men how to shuck oysters.
Many men want to shuck like me. Blood in my eyes, only I can see.
There you go.
I'm trying to take Portland, Maine away. Many men. So I'm gonna do it.
There you go. See, that's how men shuck oysters.
That's how pussies. Yeah, I'm a loser. I'm gonna stop saying the word pussy. I think.
Yeah.
It's a little bit too much, isn't it?
It's just inaccurate because.
What's inaccurate?
Cops are coming to get you for that one.
PC police.
Have you measured your tape before?
You know what? You'd be surprised to hear no, I haven't.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't have like what's really hard for me is like I have a regular construction tape measure.
Yeah.
And I feel like I can never get it to curve very well. Yeah, the metal one.
Yeah. You know what you can do? Get a little piece of string, get anything. Even fingers. And then, line it up.
Line it up?
And then line it up on the measuring tape after.
I should just get my roommate to help me.
Oh my God, that would be...
Hey, get in here.
Wait, which roommate?
Any of
them. Some may be more willing than others. Okay, so here's some oyster facts, myths. I don't know if you guys are
We're learning a lot. Don't say you never learned anything from this pod.
Everyone, people, oysters, they're an aphrodisiac. And let me tell you, it's a soft science as much as any aphrodisiac science is. The reason why it's considered an aphrodisiac is because of the amount of zinc in the oysters. And zinc, historically, has been considered...
Just keep going. I got it.
So yes, it is an aphrodisiac, but that's because of the zinc. What we all know about zinc is that it's really good for your immune system. And wow, look at that.
Why don't you show the people that one?
Yeah. I mean, it's looking very vulvic. What I like to do with an oyster is you peel this back, and then we all know what's going on once you peel it. You know?
What I like to do is peel it back. No, you know what? It is very cool, your knowledge of all things oyster.
I have more. So one single oyster can filter up to 90 liters of water, and it filters all the nitrogen out of the water. And oysters, I think, are the only like true sustainable seafood or any type of food to be farmed. Because the more that are farmed, the more that are eaten, the more that are grown, it's just better for the environment. And you can't really say that about really anything.
Really? Do oysters grow everywhere?
They can, because you don't even really need salinity. Like, there are river oysters.
Could I do like an at-home oyster grow?
No.
I mean, everyone's getting into mushrooms now. I feel like oysters have got to be next, no?
I mean, yes, honestly, there are a lot of people like starting to farm oysters.
Everyone's farming oyster mushrooms, that's for sure.
So this is a good example of an oyster not to eat. If it's already open like this, when there's a little opening, you don't want to eat that.
I'm also doing salmon burgers for everybody.
Yeah.
Salmon burgers, I proclaimed earlier, were going to be the food of the summer.
It's business as usual.
It's business as usual up on the roof.
Just a little extra liquid.
OJ, I feel like you're everywhere.
Everywhere?
I feel like I see you everywhere.
Really?
Yeah, well, it's because we hang out.
I haven't seen you in like a week, actually.
I know, that's a good point. We get a lot of burping on this podcast.
Do you? Not from me. One thing about me, don't burp. You'll never hear me burp.
Do you puke? You ever puke and rally?
I mean, yeah, silently.
You're a silent puker?
Yeah.
How many times have you puked in an Uber?
0.
That's good.
I'm more stubborn than I am anything. So I should put the knife down.
No, I like holding it. Just hold the knife.
Yeah, no, I've never puked in an Uber. I would never even say that word, actually. I think it's gross. I'll say throw up.
What do you like to say? Throw up?
Yeah.
I like Ralph. You ever heard of Ralph?
I do. Yeah, I like
Spew?
That. Spew is nice.
Spew your guts?
Spew sounds classy. Like it's just liquid, you know?
Guy like me, I love classy words.
Hit me with a couple other ones.
Indubitably.
Indubitably.
Indubitably. There's thoroughfare. There's chicanery.
I'm going to need a definition for the last two. Okay? I went to New Hampshire public school.
Yeah, you're from New Hampshire.
There are some holes in the...
People have called New Hampshire the Alabama of New England. Thoughts?
Agree. Fully agree. I haven't heard that specific state, but I've heard like it's the south of the north.
It's the south of the north.
It's a libertarian state. Okay.
One of the biggest motorcycle rallies in the country. Up in Keene, New Hampshire. It's Keene, right?
Oh, I thought it was in Hampton Beach.
I mean, they could be both. Hampton Beach is like the Jersey Shore bizarro world.
Yeah, you were in Hampton Beach. You're like, I'm in your old stomping grounds. I was like, no.
No, I never went to Hampton Beach.
We're wrong.
Hampton Beach, New Hampshire. I mean, there's something to be said about a greasy beach town. I mean, I've made it very clear on this show that I love the beach and I love a beach date. But there's something about like a beach town that's like boardwalk and then beach that like, I mean, imagine when those first came out.
Yep.
Back in imagine when those first came out back in like 1920s. They're like, I can wear my knickerbockers and then take a dip in the Atlantic Ocean. Now it's just like, do you want a temporary face tattoo or not?
Right. I do love the old bathing suits. We should bring some of those back.
You could rock an old
with
bathing
climate
suit.
Change.
I would get a wedgie so quick. Those people must have chafed up so bad.
The ass on this one, I'm sure you have. There are some of the hardcore fans that are watching every episode.
Some of the hardcore fans. I don't think we have enough
hardcore the ass is.
They know how hardcore my butt is.
They're just hoping that you slip and fall and a cheek comes out.
In these jeans?
Yeah.
In my Wranglers?
Are they Wranglers?
Oh, you know I got the cowboy cut.
Oh, I don't know a lot about denims.
What do you mean? Denim's the best.
I do know. And this is
You made a rule to me, no hugging in denim.
No.
You said no cuddling in denim.
No denim in the bed.
No denim in the bedroom?
No denim in the bed. No denim in the shit.
That's a problem for me because I sleep in complete overalls.
Do you?
Oh, yeah. You know that. All right, we got to cut some of this. Should we cut some of this and keep it open?
It's
Yeah.
Great. It's great.
You know I sleep in overalls.
Okay, so this part is lost from the first part of the podcast where you were talking about moving from New England to LA.
Yeah, wait, I was going to say, oh, yeah. I'll just pose it right now. So you moved from, like, New England to LA. I mean, everybody probably, like, in New England, I know my friends, they just go, dude, everybody's fucking fake. Mm-hmm. Everybody's fake. But what's your genuine impression of now, like, LA versus New England?
Mm-hmm. Well, I think that no matter where you are, there you are. And
it's very good. Nowhere sucks unless you suck.
Right.
That's a Sam Talent quote right there.
Oh, okay. Shout out
my boy.
Yeah, I think that, fakeness just comes in different flavors. And LA, like, you come here knowing that it's fake, so your perception of everything is just kind of already walking into thinking that everything is trash. So when you meet, like, really authentic people, I feel like it means more. And in New England, like, yeah, everyone's super genuine and, like, really there for
brother,
you.
I wouldn't lie to your face.
Exactly.
In New England, brother, New England is just like, brother, I would not lie to you. I would never fucking lie to you.
I feel like we have different experiences growing up in New England.
We grew up in
many different...
Yeah, but like New Hampshire, I mean, imagine, it's a small town.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up where it's just like everybody was just hardcore, like very intense.
Mm-hmm.
I just grew up in a very intense family. I don't know if like people that know about like just if you grow up in an intense environment, you kind of like it's those. Let's just say this. Basically, like if I fucked up something at like the dinner table, like I fucked up a word, immediately just like, come on, what? It's just everybody's like on your ass. Like for example, like my cousin Jimmy, one day we were getting steak and cheese. He was like, Alec, I got this sitcom idea for you. And he goes like, there's a guy who moves in to Southie and he meets the girl of his dreams. Only problem is the guy lives with his grandpa who's also got dementia. And he's forgetting everything because the old neighborhood is changing. Okay? But then he meets this girl and he realizes, well, nah. Now that he knows I was like, hey, Jimmy, I don't want to burst your bubble. That's literally the plot to a Curb Your Enthusiasm episode. He just immediately goes like, you're fucking gay, dude. Shut up.
Wow.
I was like,
you have like a Hardo family.
I come from a long line of Hardos.
Yeah.
I've tried to speak on this, but essentially I come from a long lineage of bros. Mm-hmm. I'm the most toned down version of that, which is still just almost like if you left a piece of coal, just burning up and like solidifying. So like now I'm a diamond, but like there are plenty other larger pieces of coal that I've come from,
Yeah.
But it's like New England, like I am bro. Uh-huh. Yo soy bro.
Right.
There was no point in trying to dispute my destiny. All you can try and do is be the best version of bro. Mm-hmm. And honestly, a lot of people are very receptive to that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's really working for you, especially out here. Like people out here, they love somebody they can look at and be like, okay, I've seen you in a movie. You know what I mean? Like the Boston like character.
Yeah, but I mean,
you do have an accent sometimes.
When I have a couple more of these,
it does come out.
It comes out when I'm a little tipsy.
My experience growing up in New England was a little bit different. Small town in New Hampshire. Both my parents are kind of like artsy folk who moved to New Hampshire because it was too expensive to live in Massachusetts. And they're both public school teachers. My mom was an art teacher. Did you put butter on that?
No.
That's just nature's work right there. Just the magic of the ocean. And my dad was a guidance counselor. Both eternally softies. Like, my dad cried watching Shrek. He'll cry. If he's not asleep during a movie, he's crying.
We should shout out your dad's book.
No, because it has my, it's too governmental.
Too governmental.
Yeah.
Got it.
But my dad is an author. He was working on this book about Ireland, which Alec loves.
I love it.
And he was writing it for like 15 years, finally published it when he retired. Both my parents are retired. They both retired right before COVID, which is a godsend for public school.
That's huge.
Huge. But the thing about New Hampshire, there's no taxes, okay? It's libertarian. So the teaching salaries are...
yeah, the teaching salary is you can... all the crayons you keep, you can eat.
Right, exactly.
That's pretty huge. Hey, don't go too crazy on the glue. We still have fourth period.
Right. I think everyone can think of an archetypical... Did I say that right? Archetypical?
Yeah, archetypical.
Typical.
An archetype of or archetypical.
Thank you.
You're smart.
I never thought so until he just said that. Archetypical art teacher. I think we can all think of one. Now, put her on acid and make her 10 times crazier.
Yeah.
That's my mom.
It's just like Miss Lippy from Happy Gilmore.
Okay, I've never seen that movie.
I know. I keep throwing references at you, and I feel bad.
No, all right. I also,
do you get upset when I like keep doing this to you? When I'm like, have you seen this movie?
Everybody. I haven't. I just haven't seen a lot of classic movies because I grew up very sheltered.
Right.
I did. Listen, don't shelter your children. Rule number 1.
Give them an iPad almost immediately.
No.
Take off the child locks.
That's so scary. I can't imagine if I had like Snapchat or something in middle school. Like, that would be terrible.
No, I mean, when I was teaching like these kids, I felt so like I was teaching, and I mean, they're just constantly like worried about what other people are thinking about them.
Yeah, I mean that's always the case.
Yeah, but you just have to like deal with that. You had to deal with it. I had to like somewhat deal with it. I just had like Snapchat in high school, but I think to their degree, they grew up with it like throughout middle school, which like, could you imagine like then you go home and you still have to like worry about what your classmates think? No. Not only that you have to worry about what your classmates think, you also have like you have access to everybody else in all the other schools as well that are your age.
I am older than you, and I grew up with MySpace. Actually, I realized I'm exactly 3 years and 3 months older than you.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Does that get you going?
No.
I don't know what that's a weird question.
Does it get you going?
Not really.
Okay.
I don't give a shit about that.
Cool. Well, I grew up coding on MySpace, not to brag, but a little HTML code. And then Facebook came around and got one of those, and it was just dry. It felt like dry. It was styrofoam cardboard energy where MySpace was like an aquarium, And then now, of course, the Zuckerbergs that be just run it all. Okay, who do you think would win in... Am I going arm wrestling or am I going...
Repose the question when you're done.
Thank you. Who do you think would win in an arm wrestling fight or a match? Zuckerberg or Elon Musk?
Are you calling him Zuckerberg on purpose?
Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
Did you notice what I did with the other one's name?
You're always...
Changed it into an ancient Chinese tea called oolong.
Less. You are so clever.
Who is winning?
Yeah. Probably give it to Elon Musk. He's got a lot of mass. Yeah. Just based on like his overall mass that he has.
I've never seen like a side-by-side comparison of the two. I feel like Zuckerberg has it in... I don't know. I feel like he's taller but leaner. And Elon Musk is definitely the scrappier one of the two.
Yeah, like Scrappy Doo.
Right. He'll kill someone before he loses. we all see that, and I understand that.
And I respect that.
I do respect that.
Did you take the paper plates?
No.
Oh, we got some paper plates. Let's do this. Can I see the salad?
Yes.
Oh, it's right there. I got it.
Yeah. It has been a very organized episode of...
This has been or hasn't? I mean, definitely not.
Yeah, I was trying my best at sarcasm. I don't think people think I'm being sarcastic a lot of the time, but I'm being 100% genuine. And then when I try to be sarcastic, they take it at face value.
You know what? I always think dogs, they can understand us, but they can't understand sarcasm. So, like, I kind of laugh when people go, like, well, they'll talk to their dog and they'll just go, oh, yeah, great, that's nice. Just do that.
I think they understand tone. I think someone was just telling me that the reason why people talk in or the reason why dogs respond to like the baby voice is because they can tell that it's meant for them and like regular voice is meant for people.
Ooh, wait, that's very interesting.
Yeah, isn't it?
Did you? I'm just
made that up.
No, I'm just saying that's very cool.
No, Sydney told me that, and she's usually pretty. She does her research.
Sometimes my friend will tell me facts and they'll just go, and I'll be like, what do you mean? And they're like, you sure? And they just go, watch. They'll go,
I love that.
Watch.
I'm somebody that really says things with my chest, and most of the time I'm not 100% sure. But if I am 100% sure, I'm going to make it known that there's no question.
Here we go. Well, pre-burger salad. There's nothing I love more than a cherry tomato.
And now,
What are your big plans for the rest of the year?
for the rest of the year, okay, I actually just wrote down my goals on Sunday. It was the new moon, and I just started menstruating.
Why are people... So I feel like people have a real beef with astrology.
You want me to interrupt my own goals to talk about people's beef with astrology?
No, you're right. Keep going. I'm rude.
Crazy, but I will address that.
Yeah, but if we didn't get any of the PMS talk, I'm gonna fucking lose it.
Really?
I think that was so informative.
Really?
Yeah, male PMSing. I mean, like the hate against astrology.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that makes me so happy.
You're a wonderful guest.
Thank you.
And I knew you'd be wonderful.
I mean, I guess that's why you asked me on.
I know. She'll be a recurring guest, folks.
Yeah, that would be fun. You know, I used to live so close to you.
And now you're just close in spirit.
Yeah. Would you describe yourself as a spiritual guy?
I mean, like ghosts and ghouls and bullshit.
No. Well, whatever. What do you consider? Like, what is the definition of spiritual to you?
I'll say what. I've been praying for the past, 3 months.
Mm.
Just because I don't want to... I can't...
Bed?
Yeah, no, in the morning, right? In the morning, instead of, I journal and then I pray. Because I just don't want to pay for my meditation app anymore.
That's real.
I'm dead serious. I'm just like, yo, I'm not paying $150 for this app when Jesus is, free.
$100 a year?
Yeah.
Okay.
Some of these $150, and I'm like, yeah, Jesus is free. I mean, with ads, but
our boy Jesus, he's
I know,
for the
and if
people.
I can just tune in for a little bit, I'll tune in.
Right. Okay, so
that's what everybody had. Everybody used to be able to just go to church, and that was meditation essentially.
But you didn't grow up going to church.
No, exactly. But I would go in high school, and I feel like to just go in and then zone out. Obviously, for all those that grew up in a tainted terrible religion that would suppress them, I'm obviously not meaning that. I'm talking about
I am though, because if I didn't zone out, it would be bad. That's how I first learned to dissociate. I feel like.
Yeah, I feel like most people just go there and they're just I'm disassociating, and then you're there for an hour 20, and you're just oh, this feels good. I'm just relaxed. I'm just chill.
Yeah. My church was fucking scary. It was weird.
I imagine going to church now and it's just yep, we got the guitar solo at 3.
Yeah. But I don't know how I feel about those.
I just don't know how people go to a church where it's the pastor is wearing a V-neck shirt down to his nipples. And they're I listen to that guy.
Yeah, he's in black Air Forces.
You think that guy has a direct line to God?
No. But he does have a direct line to your pockets.
Yeah,
which he's excreting from.
Exactly. It's God wants me to go to Mykonos.
Yeah. And God wants you to get me there.
Yeah.
The basket's going around. Oh my God, that basket. I remember just community. So I grew up Catholic folks, okay? Pretty devout until I was at the age of 8. My mom had a little mentee bee and read the Da Vinci Code and then became a conspiracy theorist.
Sometimes we all have a mentee bee.
Yeah, for sure. And then, then I was raised on like Zeitgeist and, I thought of.
No, it sounds like a computer software.
Yeah.
How good's that salmon burger, though?
It is very good.
Okay, wait. Plans for the rest of the year. I wrote down my goals. I have write out, perfect, and perform 30 minutes of stand-up.
30 minutes by the end of the year? Okay. It's long. It's a lot.
I know. But what am I going to dream small?
Oh, good point. Aim for the stars, land on the moon.
Exactly.
Which is very tied in to women.
It's a great callback. Excellent callback.
Yeah, call back to the footage that we lost earlier.
But we have, actually, right?
I would hope so.
The editing is going to be fun for you.
It's going to be a lot of editing.
I think your screen just went black and you assumed that the footage was lost. But it's neither here nor there. Do you say neither or neither?
Neither.
Yeah, same.
I like how you and I have similar eye color.
Do we? It's hard to tell because I can never see my own, really.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Do you spend a lot of time in the mirror?
No.
Guy like this? 4 hours a day minimum in the mirror.
Did you ever find a tick in any weird places?
Fuck. I've been lucky. Buddy of mine, Jimbo. Deadass, shout out to Jimbo. Check out Jimbo and Jules CBD. He started a CBD company because he had Lyme disease from a tick.
Oh.
That'll eat your brain.
It lasted him like 2 years. And he couldn't find any good remedies for it, so he started taking CBD, and he was like, "It's cured my Lyme disease."
Uh-huh.
He used to sponsor my comedy show, and I would get up there and I'd be like, "Guys, CBD cures COVID. Everybody knows it. Take the CBD." We did a song. Shout out to Jimbo. Jimbo, you're the man. I miss you, buddy. Hope your band is going well. Jimbo Jules for all your CBD needs.
Cool.
They're not an ad. I might just make them an ad on my podcast. Just give them free advertising.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Has anyone bought anything from a podcast ad?
Yeah, actually, we had a pretty good, percentage of people buying from the load enhancer. I'm so sorry I didn't silence this. That's really embarrassing.
Is that the people from the load enhancer?
It's Sydney, so yes. Load enhancer deluxe. Yeah, no, we had a good amount of people because our podcast is, I don't want to shock you, and it actually is kind of shocking. Even still, is 97% male audience.
And they all bought the load enhancer.
Yeah.
Well, how much load is a lot? Well, that's a bad question. It's like,
from what I've heard,
if you
yours
didn't,
is highly above average. Please don't enhance it.
if I enhanced it anymore,
I would drown. No, but some people, do, because they're watching porn, okay, and they're seeing, which most pop shots in porn completely fake, okay. Do not base anything around your dick or your sex life about porn ever. It is all a farce. Most of the cum shots are fake. All the orgasms, not all. Sorry, most of the orgasms are fake, and it's just it's not real. I think Asa Akira said, you wouldn't learn how to drive from watching NASCAR.
Yeah, unless you want to turn left.
Right. And yeah, there's so many men that learn how to have sex through porn. And some porn is fine for that, but most is not.
Right.
I don't know how I got on that topic, but
but I'm glad you told everybody.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And the dicks in porn are fake. I say this a lot.
Tell people about the fake dicks in porn.
None of them are real. There's 2 dudes in porn where their dicks are natural, and they just won't shut the fuck up about it, Most guys, they take the Blue Chew or Viagra, that stops working. And then you have to, if you didn't know, you're good. Then you have to shoot up your penis with a syringe. I forget the chemical name. But then that thing gets hard. As Dredd says, you can go out and fuck in the snow. It's like, that is truly a fake dick. And then once you burn through that, the shot stops working. And then you get the surgery. And it's literally a robotic dick in which you can control from the balls. There's a button in the balls. You can control with a dial how hard you want it and for how long.
How much does the surgery cost?
If you want it, I'll get it for you.
Oh, that'd be a nice little gift.
No, it's crazy. And
That's
like
nuts.
A lot of the young dudes that start porn, like they do that way sooner than some of like the OG guys that like it took them a lot of wear and tear to get to that point. There's like 19-year-olds starting out in browsers just shooting it up on the daily.
It's almost like in
Once you shoot it up once, you can't get it hard naturally ever again.
Seriously?
Think about that when you're chewing that blue chew, boys, because the blue chew stops working. And then you gotta go to...
I've said this on this podcast. Blue Chew will never be a sponsor.
Never. Don't do it.
All right? Don't. It's not natural. Hey, how about take a break from porn?
Right.
Go read a book in a meadow.
Yeah.
All right? How about instead of watching porn, you call your dad and you tell him how thankful you are
Yeah.
for him.
I feel like I'm coming off as being judgmental. Obviously, I'm not the one to judge. I was addicted to porn for a while. I also did a little bit of it. So there's no judgment. I mean, a little masturbatory release at the end of the day, sometimes that's all we have. And, you know, humans are visual creatures. It does help. It's like a nice warm blanket.
What I think OJ is trying to say is
Thank you.
appreciate the sweet release from the ever tightening grip of society every once in a while. Okay? I realize life's tough, but maybe just a nice walk would do you a little bit better than giving your dick an Eskimo rub.
And then gooning after is going to feel that much better. No, but I mean, masturbate as much as you want, but don't rely on like
Yeah.
porn to
Don't rely. I also, sorry, let me ride that back. Not an Eskimo rub, an Indian sunburn. Both extremely not PC.
You never forget your first Indian sunburn.
Oh my God, those were crazy, weren't they?
They're really painful.
Do you know what we should get after this?
Hoodsie cup?
Yeah, we should get a hoodsie cup. I mean, we definitely can't get them in California, but I do want some ice cream. All right. Guys, this is going to be it for the pod, I believe. This is Big Al's Grilling ASMR. OJ, where can everybody find you?
It's so funny hearing you call me that. Okay. You know what, guys? Just go to the podcast, okay? Onlineforever pod on Instagram. I have 2 different Instagrams, but it's kind of, we're under construction right now. So just go to the podcast on Instagram. We're on season 4, about to start filming season 5. It's going really well. And yeah, maybe some of you are here watching this and you're like, I already follow. And I love you for that.
Thanks, guys. Namaste. Come check me out on the road. I'm sure I'll be out on the road sometime, somewhere. But please like and subscribe. It means a lot. And please leave a nice review. It would really help me out. And I love you guys.
Deeply, madly, truly.
And so does she. Whoopah!